we were talking about this last night too when we were watching your Baker 3 part. But the video that you started all the table lines, the table section.
Stay gold.
Stay gold.
Stay gold.
We pull that up, JC, bro. To stay gold.
Stay gold. That was right after I broke my leg. That was the first video part I filmed.
That was it.
Yeah.
Were you just and we probably talked about this on your show, so I apologize, people out there that have heard this. But were you just like on the school session tip, or were
I
you
lived
just
across the street from that school, the one that was on Sunset.
Yeah,
Sunset spot.
Next to Guitar Center. I forget
the one right by Guitar Center. Yeah. Yeah, it's right on the top of my head. Gardner.
Yes.
Gardner.
Oh yeah, Gardner.
Yeah.
So you were just.
And this was right by my house as well. I used to live on Sunset and Vine. I used to just do this all the time. Actually,
Really?
I wouldn't nose manual it all the time, but I'd go down the block.
Wait, didn't you have that pharmacy that was right there?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's still there. We still have the pharmacy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's sad with that. I mean, we've been kind of getting pushed around with the building because they keep selling the building and stuff like that, and they keep putting us in like a worse and worse building and needs like repair and shit. So it's been a nightmare with that. Hopefully things work out. But if they kick us out, we're probably gonna end up just cruising.
Yeah, you guys been there for a while now.
Yeah, 2009.
2009. Wow.
Yeah. Oh wait, 2010. Yeah. 2010.
Still, man, it's a long
15
time.
years. Great.
So so you were just skating the schoolyards. It wasn't a thought out thing like, oh, we're gonna open this part and it's all gonna be like school.
No, actually, I wasn't jumping off a lot of stuff back then at all because my leg was still really hurting a lot.
Oh, thanks, Kelly.
Like I just had that weird feel, and so I was using a lot of this as like just kind of like I was skating a lot of stuff, and I figured, okay, maybe I just bring it to something a little bit bigger that's you get able to film on and get clips.
Yeah.
And that's where it all came up.
You're just rehabbing with the tables.
I was rehabbing with the tables.
But it worked out so well,
dude.
Like you couldn't have planned it any better, you know.
No, and I don't think I knew that this was all coming together as we were filming either, because we were filmed a lot of these table lines, and I didn't think they were all going to be used together. Like I remember this line, we filmed it, and I wasn't like, hey, we're going to get this line real quick. We just kind of filmed it. Yeah. You know? And then so, yeah, obviously a lot of these ones I tried to get. I remember this was actually so hard to do. I don't even know.
Oh, really? Is hard to do.
That one was really hard.
What's funny
That was harder to do than the switch front heel and the nollie reel.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, switch front side flip's harder to get up and over.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's got to pop,
Switch front heel, you could like throw.
You could huck it over a little bit. Yeah, it's true.
Not that it's easy, but
no.
But I mean, even if you look at it, like a lot of this is all the same day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is this really was a lot
or
of
relatively close to that day, that day.
You'd like go get food, come back, or something.
That's what I mean. I would just get so hyped. Like I was right there across, right by the school, and then the other one that we were skating was Selma. So this is Gardner, and then the other one was Selma,
Right.
and I lived right down the street from Selma, right off Hollywood Boulevard.
Gotcha.
So I mean, this was over a longer period of time, and I'd move around once in a while, but we'd always kind of lived next to these spots.
I mean, dude, this became like iconic for people from my generation. Like
straight up.
Do you remember?
And then that.
Tyshawn's part in that last Supreme video, like a couple years ago, he does like the all intro with like the New York cans.
Oh,
he's,
like,
yeah.
He has said, like, he's spoken out being like, yeah, it was my Bryan Herman picnic table. Like it was.
Yeah, he was inspired by
that.
this.
Right.
I thought everybody wanted to see this kind of skating, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get sponsored by. They're going to kick me off America if I don't do this type of jumping and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But I loved skating tables because when we grew up, I mean, the Rodney Mullen versus Day One song flooded with table stuff, you know? So I grew up in love with tables.
Yeah.
It's been around me forever. And then being from Victorville, you don't have really any tables. You get like, I don't even think we had plastic ones that were the mesh plastic ones. We never had no tables like that.
Mesh. Right. I always tripped on those ones.
You
People would still skate like nose blunting.
With nose blown them.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
how does that work?
Interesting. Yeah.
A lot of wax.
I love the Florida boys. Are so good at skating rails that they just went to that spot and it hooked me up with
Zion
the back.
And Gage.
Yeah.
They hit back-to-back tributes.
So
that's sick.
Yeah, that was.
Dude, that thing was massive.
That thing's super big. I remember going there. I was like, wow.
It's like you walk down the stairs and then walk for a little bit and then go down 2 stairs.
Yeah, that one was pretty tough right there too.
It does have perfect runway for it.
Yeah, the runway's ideal.
Was the ground nice to like slide out on? Like you wouldn't get cut up too bad.
No, you wouldn't get sliced.
Kind of what I always
Slide
imagined
out.
it was like.
Yeah, you get that little bit of.
Was that Holmes?
Forgiveness.
Oh, that was Holmes.
Yeah, a little bit of forgiveness.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This was right after I broke my leg, so this was probably one of my favorite video parts at the end of the day.
It's incredible, bro.
Woo!
That was like with some filmer wheels. The ground was.
That was
The
so
filmer
funny.
wheels?
Yeah, like the soft.
Yeah, no, it's
softies.
just crazy. You would do a flip trick with something like that.
Just
It's hard.
because of the landing, probably.
I like that. Phelps being there, hyping that up. See that arm in the back? He was pumping that switch from a hill up. Boom.
Oh,
That's the Phelps arm right there.
damn.
Piece.
That's not a small rail.
Yeah, it's
Rainy that day. Dustin had the generator, and he was so obviously it was the daytime. He didn't need a generator out, but he had the generator with the exhaust, like
Really?
blowing the. Yeah, you can see on the ground. It's all.
Yeah, trying to dry it.
See how it's dry just there,
okay.
just where you land. It's dry just there. Everywhere else is wet because he. You know how it is when you want to get a trick. You're like, dude, we gotta get this trick.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
Beagle dropped the Beagle tapes on this one, and I was like tripping on the whole sesh. I was like, they went there. It's like wet. Like he's trying this trick.
Dude.
And
Yeah.
then after this, the Bursey,
We did not care.
Dude.
the hard flip.
5 block?
Bursey, bro.
So sick, dude.
Yeah, it's like you go on the trip and you're in France. You're like, you have to do something like that or else you're not going to France again.
That was your
It's your
mindset.
last chance. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Did you really feel pressure like that? Like at that age or at that time?
I looked at it a lot like that. Yeah, I was like, if I don't do something good, like, why would I invite myself back? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I looked at it from that way, because I seen how I would just see it as standing back and being like, wow, that like they really like that guy, and it's like, what is he doing? Like, yeah, he's doing the shit that you want to be doing. You want to be. So I was like, this is gonna be pretty easy, hopefully.
Right.
In my eyes, I just looked at it as like, we're skating and getting as many tricks as we can, and if you do that, you're gonna probably go around the world. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
And it
Yeah.
kind of worked out, yeah.
I mean, it worked out beautifully.
I love you have the table part and then you got the big shit after.
Dude, honestly, with the amount that big shit, I was like, I don't even have a full video part. But with the tables, it made it work.
yeah.
But people talk about the
Straight up.
tables more.
Yeah,
than
the
they
tables
were-
gave
yeah.
me- It really
tables gave me
stood
way
out.
more love than
That was a
anything.
highlight for sure. All day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was different at the time. It stood out.
I think it was
Well, especially for him because we weren't used to seeing that. And then once you put it down, it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Another running a photo without it being done yet? The nollie tray flip.
Oh, at the 12 stair.
They ran.
That was like landed, but not landed. The one that was on the cover.
Well, you did it absolutely perfect in
Yeah,
the
you
freaking
made up for
like
it.
literally you couldn't have done any better.
Yeah, the one on the cover, I like landed, swirled out, put my hands down, did all that stuff. Didn't fall, but
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
good
It
enough
wasn't-
for the photo. Good
wasn't-
enough for the photo, right?
wasn't up to your standard.
No, but I remember they were saying like, oh, we might put that on the cover. I was like, I need to go there and get that now before it goes out.
Now the pressure's on.
Yeah, it's like, it has to happen.
I think you thrive off of pressure, though. It seems like it's worked
I know,
out for you.
It's like that uncomfortable feeling where you're like, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna get myself out of here right now. we gotta get out of here.
We got to check it out here. She's pulling it up. We got to see the cover.
Yeah, like,
How many covers you had?
Can you?
like
there you
maybe
go.
3, 4.
Oh, what was it? Was Thrasher any of them?
Thrasher 1, yeah.
Transworld.
Transworld, that one.
Damn.
Yeah, that day they were working out really good, but we got kicked out. Got kicked out of there.
That nollie tray and then Paul's nollie hard flip is one of the best nollie.
The nollie hard flip's the best, and then he's getting hosed down
Yeah.
afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that little hater ass dude.
P-Rod's got the best nollie hard flip.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that was nollie tray.
Yeah,
See?
right. It looks like a kickflip.
It looks like a shifty kickflip or something.
That's
Just
a
a
catch right
badass
there.
nollie tray.
I didn't really care. I was like, oh, it's dope anyway. It doesn't matter what it is. It's fucking sick.
I don't know. I did kickflip it that day.
Maybe it was just kickflip pin called nollie tray.
switched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?